Mark?
Jail committee meeting last night, some motions there, appreciate them coming down. A lot of information changed hands.
Tremendous. Actually, it was an excellent meeting. Open your eyes, so look forward to the additional information as we move forward. Thank you.
Robin?
That's your report in your packet. In May, we made 263 calls in service. January 1 till 8 a.m. this morning, we took 1,260 calls. And the rest of the things back there are just breakdown of ages, time of day, and dates. Anything's going to find this will have
Good shape. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks, Rob. I don't like that 70 to 80, man.
And what?
That 70 to 80, I don't.
Yeah, I noticed that your age bracket high there, Master Wicker.
Gary, you here for emergency management?
Yes, I am here. Hey, guys. Listen, sorry I wasn't here last week. I was out of state. So I'm not sure how much you guys have brought up to date on the sirens. The two have been installed, Rosewood and St. Joe's. St. Joe's has had the hic. The oscillator went bad on it. After they put it up and tested it, Alex went back the following weekend and isolated the problem. Rosewood is still doing good, no problem. Alex
That's
came
good.
down to EMS and did a countywide test. Two came up bad for batteries. Two of them were weak on batteries and oscillator not working. So it's going to be about probably 2 bills to get them all fixed and updated, and then we can have all, plus the 2 that are running right now, that'll give us 10 sirens functioning. And I would also request that we start putting these on a preventative maintenance schedule. They haven't been taking care of in quite a while. And we'll leave it at that. And I would like to have approval that we can start, I'll set the schedule with Alex, that we can put them on a continuous PM so we can nip some of this ahead of time with proper maintenance instead of when we need them, they're not working. And I don't want to be caught with my pants down. So,
Is that something you guys would check them periodically?
yes. Everything on the PM side, Alex can take care of himself. Now, I would request that when he's allowed to do this, that we can rent a bucket truck instead of him going up and down ladders. I think that's an accident that's just waiting to happen. Many feet in the air, carrying parts and doing stuff.
Why don't you, if you don't mind, why don't you just go ahead and you guys put something together, what the PM would cover, what it would cost, and what we would need. For example, I agree with the bucket truck, and then just get it to the judge,
Yeah,
and he'll get the
give us an
information to us, and we'll go from there.
Okay, now do I have permission to get those other 4 running or not?
Well, let me say this. Here's the other thing. You said it's going to cost about $2,000.
That's to get all 4 updated and running.
Okay. It's always better, I mean, I agree, I think we need to, but it is always better to have something in documentation form when we go to
Well, that's
pay.
not the
So,
problem.
but I would make a motion to spend up to $2,000 for the repair of the sirens.
Second that.
Then I'll get a
Give me that.
draft letter
Yeah.
established for you, and I'll have them write up a proposal that we can submit to you guys, I don't know, not, let's say next month or so, and then he can set up a PM schedule, what's entailed with the financial back.
Yeah,
Does the
Okay.
city have a bucket truck that we could
They do.
lease or
they
rent?
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So-
part of them are in the city or their
Yeah.
mounts.
We
The
could probably
only question is I don't know, some of them, I don't know if they can get up high enough, but yeah, if you can.
Yeah, I mean,
Either way it goes, we got to have bucket trucks.
yeah, I think they do get up.
We have 2 in mind, and I think today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, they're going to meet and go out to one of the sites with a bucket truck and see if it is purposeful.
Well, but as Master Coyle said, if the city's willing to work with us,
Oh, yeah.
then that would be a much
Utilize
better,
theirs.
much
Yeah,
better
that would be-
situation for us, so.
Yeah,
And since it's tied to dispatch and we're paying a dispatch fee, I'm sure they would be willing to help
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Right.
Motion by
Mr. Elder.
Motion.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you, Gary.
The lady that you hired, has she started yet?
What's that?
The lady we hired, emergency management.
Yeah, she's been going to class, and she's got a lot to learn, a lot to take in. Is there anything on animal control, Larry?
No, I didn't get a chance to talk to her, but usually if something's going on, she'll call and tell me, but I didn't get a chance to speak to her today.
I know we did get the air fixed out there, so that's a good thing.
Did they get the vent, have they got the vents put in yet, or the
They
fans?
put a couple vents in, and they put a new,
Fans we approved?
I know she ordered them, I
Yeah.
forgot, I think she's got them.
yeah.
Awesome.
I haven't been out there, so I need to go check on that. And Carol at the Career Center has been a little under the weather the last couple of days, so, but she said everything's going good. They've done several job fairs, and you look in the paper right now, and it's full of want help ads, so I think there's plenty for them to do up there.
Yeah, I was up there one day and checking the phones, and they were steady.
Yeah. Under old business, new business, consider approval of the MOU between SWETA, which is Washington County Board, and Marion County Fiscal Court on the
Motion.
support of the Career Center.
Second.
Mr. Elder.
Yes.
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 What about the house out there, Judge? Is the state using that house yet?
Where's that at?
By the workshop, old workshop?
The Career Center.
Career Center.
I don't think they're paying rent, but they haven't moved any programs in it yet. I know they
They are paying us?
Yes.
They are paying rent.
paying rent. But,
Great thing.
yeah, that's a good thing, no doubt. They done a lot of work to it, I do know that.
Best kind of renters.
Anybody else have anything?
I would like to get a motion to use $1,600 of my community project money to repave the Raywick Fire Department parking lot, or half of it. Part of it's starting to break up pretty good, so we're going to repave that for them.
Motion.
Second. Yes.
Anybody else?
You need to ask John about the
That's it.
Things happen.
Oh, I've got something else. As we know, I'm sure everybody's seen the fire trucks out and so forth. It's Crusade for Children time. Each year we make a donation to the Crusade for Children. The great thing about that, it's one of the best organizations as far as donations, because 100% or better will come back to Marion County. So I'd like to utilize $2,500 of my funding for the Crusade for Children. That's a motion.
I would like to add 200 to that. I'm about broke.
I'd like to too, but I'm out of money.
I'll put in 500 for me and Mr. Wicker.
Thank you, Larry.
That's very nice.
Appreciate that, brother.
Very kind of you, Mr. Wicker.
$250 for me.
You know what, Mr.
Make sure you put my name on there.
Master Quayle's already mentioned his name, but as far as the documentation, just put his.
Make sure my name's on there.
In thought, in
Friendly nod to Mr. Wicker.
Yeah.
he would if he had.
Absolutely.
Second? Need a second?
Second.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Quayle?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Now, let's go to the, I don't know, to the whole fire departments in the
It depends.
county.
For example, Mr. Master Bishop, you might want to.
Mine to go to Raywick's.
Yeah, and,
I could put mine to Bradgersville.
right, and mine will go to Marion County.
Or,
So, Sounds good. What about Master Whip?
Larry, mine will go to Braversfield.
Oh, okay, there you go. I was just making sure, okay.
Steve doesn't, I don't think he's out of money, so.
He's
I am
trying.
too, so we're out of.
He got next
Judge,
week.
also, before we go, excuse me, sir, could you check into, with Miss Natalie Barton in regards to the cul-de-sac issue for us?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Then we're gonna start blacktopping, and we really need to know. The cattle guard deal.
Look into that
And the
too.
cattle guard
And
as
the
well.
cattle guard, because we're gonna be blacktopping.
Thank you.
Anybody else have anything?
Good shape. Motion to pay the bills with additions?
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Jimbo, going to work?
You didn't know Mr. Masterson.
I can't hear
He's
you.
out.
Delinquent garbage bill?
Oh, and, excuse me, sir, would you also ask about the delinquent garbage bills?
Yeah.
Thank you.
When you need spare time.
Paper.
By the way, that was Mr. Cochran, our county treasurer, that asked that one, so. Well, in the honor of, what's his name, Big Head, Jughead?
Big Head.
Master at MTA.
Any objections?
And he would be here